Hey y'all, Rhonda here. I thought we would make a card. What do you think? I got in this Spellbinders Welcome Fall dies. And so it's a basket and pumpkins and leaves, and doesn't come with the scarecrow though, or the crow. No. I don't know why companies do that. They put things on here that you don't get. All of them, not just Spellbinders, but all of them do that. They use, sorry, my squeaky chair. They'll use, backgrounds. They'll use all kinds of stuff, and then people will come in and go, I want that. Well, it doesn't come with that. I don't know where you get that crow. Oh, well. Anyway. Okay. Well, I hope everybody's doing well. Oh my goodness, we were supposed to get a bunch of rain today, but it didn't come. So, oh, and I did my nails. Can you see them? They look better in person. They're not showing up real well. So it's kind of a flesh tone. And then I did the glitter on the end, and they're not very sparkly on here. But anyway, they're very sparkly. And anyway, they look a whole lot better in person though. Anyway, I like them. Everybody loves them. Something different, something fun. But at least they're done, right? Oh my God, they were looking so bad. Okay, squirrel, reel it in. Oh, I have to tell you, my daughter, she broke her foot, and she's an athlete. She's a ball player, basketball and softball. And we had a follow-up appointment this morning, and things are better. She's still in the walking boot, still using the scooter, the little scooter thing you put your knee on and use anyway, because she walks a whole lot at school. So still use that, but she doesn't have to use the crutches now. And then she's going to start working out a little bit upper body, and then we start physical therapy on Monday or next week. And keep your fingers crossed. Basketball tryouts are at the end of October, so we shall see. Anyway, so there's an update on that. And what else? We have a big retreat going on this weekend. Well, we don't, but there's a big retreat going on that we partner with them, so it's going to be a busy, busy weekend. But it'll be fun. The girls are always so much fun. We have a great time. So anyway, enough wobbling, as my friend Debbie says, wobbling on. So anyway, there is, like I said, the basket and the leaves and all this. I think that'd be really pretty. And Spellbinders really, I think, kind of knocked it out of the park this fall and Christmas. They have some really pretty stuff. And here's an embossing folder. And see, these flowers, where do you get these flowers? I know. But anyway, so the embossing folder is leaves. I don't know if you can see it, but I think, going to use it. I'd like to try to use it. And then we have some sentiments. Autumn blessings, love, fall, most of all. Thankful for your friendship. May the season's bounty fill your hearts. Thankful for you. I was reading upside down. Let's get cozy. There you go. Happy fall. So we might use one of these sentiments too. So what I thought I would do to get started, because you know how I am, got to have the little black skirt, and then you start building your outfit. So I went through my scrap box. Use your scraps. I have, the big 12 by 12 plastic containers, with a little handle on them, or some of them don't, but, that you store paper in or whatever. I have one of those for just solids. I have one for patterns, and I have one for specialty paper, like the glitter and the metallic and all that stuff. So, anyway, I've been really trying to use those up, or use them. I'm not going to use them up. So I went through, and I picked out a bunch of colors for fall. And so I'm going to cut out a bunch of stuff. Of course, for the barrel, I may cut out enough stuff. We may do 2 or 3 cards. But I have browns. I have 2 different color browns. I thought I had a gray. Yeah, there's a gray in here. And then the wood sign, and then all the leaves. Of course, the apples, red apples, maybe some pink apples. Maybe. Pumpkins, they have pink pumpkins. I don't know if they do in real life, but they do at Hobby Lobby. Oh, and there's the little tops for the leaves. Anyway, so I'm going to go through, and I'm just going to cut a bunch of the stuff out. A bunch of leaves in the different colors. And anyway, cut all this out. And then let's go from there, kind of see what we have. And, who knows, we may use this this background, this embossing folder, which is really cool. Maybe we'll watercolor a background. I don't know. But let me cut all these out and then I will be back. Okay, that was fun. I have a whole plethora of fall things. I might think this is a little overboard, but I'll use all these for cards. And like I said, we may make a couple here with different backgrounds. So I have different color leaves, and there's my apples, and there's pumpkins, and then, oh my God, here's the little teeny tiny tops for the apples, which is crazy. Sign. Here is the basket, like so. And I cut out different colors so we can mix and match or whatever we want to do. But the thing I think is going to really make the difference is inking the edges. So this is going to take me a minute. Just got me a little piece of paper here, and what I'll do is take these, and I have my picket fence brushes. I got my two little ones here. I don't know which one will work better, so we'll see. And I think I'm just going to use the Vintage Photo. Let's try this little one and see what happens. Yeah, let's see. I think I want a little more oomph to it. Let's see. Oh, there we go. And then go in and kind of go in further. So, see, this is going to take a little while, but this is really going to give it some dimension, I think. Like I said, kind of go in the middle too, and it'll hit those. But see the difference? Oh, let me scooch you in a little bit. Put your seatbelt on. Oh, wrong way. So see the difference? I mean, I think it really does make a difference. Here's a different color. Oh, let me get back up here in frame. Okay. This is a different color. And you always, when you're inking, you know, you always start off and then come on to whatever you're inking, so you don't have that hard edge. But it just gives it a little more dimension. See that one, it just brings it out. So I like the leaves because this is a little bright, the leaves. But if you do a little zhuzhing around the edges, see how it really gives it some dimension. And there's a little embossing on there too, and it'll bring a little bit of that out. But see how it changes that up? Okay, so I'm going to go through and I'm going to ink all these. And then we will come back and figure out what backgrounds we're going to do and start putting some stuff together. Hi guys. Well, I inked all the edges of everything. And I hear my puppy outside wanting in. And I told you I cut out enough for, I'm sure, at least 2 cards. So I picked this because I thought that was a pretty color for the card base. And then I used that embossing folder and I embossed just a kind of a creamy piece of paper. And I'm not going to do anything to it because I just, with all of this, I don't need anything else. So we will make this card up, and I thought, let's try a watercolor background and let's just see what we can come up with. May turn out to be a disaster, but it's only paper, right? All right, so I have my little Pretty Excellent watercolors, and you can tell they're well loved. I can't even talk. Did I already take the, no, I didn't take the cover off here. Let's take this off, and I have my swatches here, so we'll set those to the side, and let's spray this just so it can start getting ready for us, because I don't know what all we're going to use. So we need let's set this over here. This here. Okay. And I have watercolor paper. I have a couple of brushes. This is an Arteza, and this is, does it say on here? Push. Oh, I don't remember. Anyway, you fill them full of water, and then this one you squeeze a little bit and start working it in. There it comes. Get your brush wet. So I have a wide one, so that's getting wet there. And then I have this one, a fine one. No, it's not really fine, pointy, whatever you call it, because, you know, I'm no artiste here. So let's start. I need a rag. Let me start with that. Let me grab a rag here. I know with my squeaky chair, I'm gonna have to get a new one because this one is just, anyway. All right, let's do like a sunset or sunrise, which, you know, could be one and the same because it's that orangey red pretty. So let's start out with, we'll start out with this finer one and see what happens. Let's do a dark red maybe, and then orangey, and then yellow kind of graduate down, and then we'll do some green at the bottom. Sounds like a plan? All right, right or wrong, we're doing it. All right, let's see what we're doing here. We probably should wet the paper first, but let's just do this and see what happens. It's a beautiful color. Let's go, see, is that darker? Ooh, yeah. That's more of a, I'll just mix them all in here. Add a little water to my brush here. Get it going a little bit more. Okay, let's do, what do we have? What is this one? Now that's kind of a red orange. I'll blend that a little bit. And how about a little orange? Oh, there we go. Get that water flowing. Get that going. Blend that in a little bit. Like I said, I am no professional here. Don't claim to be. We're just playing. It's just paper, right? And if I was really doing this, thinking about it ahead of time, I would have put this on a surface and taped it down with some like purple tape or something, so that way it wouldn't bow up like this, and then it would dry flat too. But we're just doing this by the seat of our pants, right? Let's do a yellow. A little bit of a yellow, blend it in up here. And let's do a lighter. Let's see, let's get a little more water here. Oh, I just contaminated that one. I'm sure there's somebody, a real artist, that's yelling at me. I'll go all the way to the sides. I think that's kind of pretty. Okay, let me wipe some of this off, and let's go in. Come on, rinse that brush off a little bit, and let's go in with some green for the bottom. Let's do a little more yellow. Oh, just contaminated that yellow too, but that's okay. Yeah, a little bright yellow. There we go. I like that. I like that. Work that in a little bit. Streaky. Ooh, that's pretty. I likey. Okay, I'm rinsing my brush off here. All right, we want green. Let's go with some darker green. And let's lay this down. Let's see. Let's do some darker. Let me spritz this some more so I don't contaminate it so much. Okay, let's do a darker green. Ooh. What is this one? Ooh, that's really a dark green. That's cool looking. I'm liking that. Get all the way to the bottom. Here I have this mat underneath, so that's what it's for. And let's do some lighter green. We'll do this one over here and just see what it does. I think that's kind of cool looking. What do you guys think? Don't be yelling at me. Rhonda, you don't, it's not how you do it. Well, that's how we're doing it. I'm just acting like I know what I'm doing. Sometimes that's just what you have to do. And let's make this a little darker up here because it's either really early in the morning or late at night. So let's add a little black. Because that's, you know, really. Because the sun is just coming up, or just, yeah, it's just coming up. So it's still dark. And it's just, okay, let's blend that in a little bit more. What do you think? Let me get a little more water on it. Blend it a little better. A little darker up here because we need that dark line, I think. Okay. I think when it dries, it'll be good. Oh, you hear my puppy barking. Okay. Well, I'm liking that. I'm digging it. I'm digging it. So after it dries, I think it'll be even better. And then when we put all of our stuff on there, it'll be fabulous. Absolutely fabulous, huh? All right. Well, let me clean this up a little bit, and I'll dry this, and we'll get started putting these cards together. Okay, so we have our backgrounds done. This one's embossed, and then we did a little watercolor on this one. And let's just kind of start playing, you know, the little black skirt, and we got to have the accessories and the blouse and the shoes and all that. So I think, I think we need the lighter one over here. And the darker, I'm going to put something behind that because I don't like that showing through. Maybe the darker one on that one, since that's so light. Let's see. We have some little branches cut out here. Oops, sorry. I'll shake you there. And you can do them either way. I don't think we'll do branches. Well, maybe. I don't know. Let's see. Let's get some pumpkins on here. I have different color pumpkins. I think we definitely... Do we need a pink one? Pink one. Let's see. We can do the other ones over here. That's an orangey one. And like I said, I'm just kind of playing. You know, it's like fixing your hair. You got to do a little this, a little that. Let me think. Oh, let's see. Do we want... I think we need our side because we need to make this. This one's going to be a tall one. I mean, it's not... the orientation is like this, you know, longer, taller, instead of short and fat. I think I'm liking that. And lots of apples. I haven't put the little green things on yet because I'm going to wait to make sure we have, see that little slit? You can get them down in there, and we can just fill this sucker up full of apples everywhere. I mean, a ton. And then You know, we'll need lots of leaves scattered around here. And I even have some purple leaves, just because I can. Come on, I'm gonna have to get my little pickup tool here. And the green ones. Definitely need some red. Like I said, we'll fill that one up. All right, let me play with this a little bit and see what it's looking like. And see if we want to add a tree over here. Tree branch. We can make this one go up, actually. Leaves falling down. And then I'm going to have to do something for the back of these. Maybe, I think I threw them away. I may have to run it through the die, run it through again, and these pieces that popped out, put those behind, because, you know, yeah, because you know. All right, let me play with this a little bit, and I'll be back. Okay, guys, you won't believe what I've been doing. I can't believe I've been doing this. Well, let's see, I think I've done them all. These little cute little apples, that little white spot, that little area was cut out, so there was nothing behind there. And I went through and I thought, you know, do I have a circle punch? Do I have something that I can cut out to glue behind that little white piece of paper? Because anyway, just needed it. So I found my little hole reinforcer punch. It cuts those out, but they're too big to go behind it. So I cut them in half, and they still didn't fit quite right, so I cut them in fourths. Can you believe this? I am not a fussy cutter. I am not a fussy. I don't do littles. I did. So look at all these little apples. They have their little, you know, their little accent. Can you believe I did all of these? This is crazy. You know, the joke about, you know, we'll spend $80 and 4 hours to make a card instead of going to Walmart and spending $5. That's what I'm doing. Oh my gosh. All right. And I went ahead and glued the little signs together. I cut out some of these pieces. Excuse me. It's the negative that you would throw away. Let me show you. So this is how it cuts out. But these little pieces right here is what you get rid of. Well, so I cut out a couple more and put behind there because I didn't want, you know, everything showing through. So I went ahead and did that, did this, stamped on this side, did all these freaking little apples. So I'm going to start gluing now because we kind of had an idea of what we were going to do. And so I'm going to just start gluing, getting some of this stuff down, and because I think I'm ready. I have spent too much time preparing for these cards. All the little inking and all this die cutting. So I'm just going to start gluing. I'm going to glue it together, right or wrong. Hopefully it'll be fabulous. I'm going to glue them on, oops, it's stuck, on the card bases, and we're going to have a couple of cards. Okay? So let me do that. I know you don't want to see me glue all this stuff down because you guys know how to glue. So I'm going to get with it, glue these down, and have some fabulous cards. I'll be right back. All right, we are done. Finito, finished. Put a fork in it, we're done. This was a little tedious. Oh, I have a little extra on there. I will have to say it was a little tedious, but I think it was worth it. I think they turned out really nice. And here's this one. And I think I ended up putting them on opposite cards because I think I was going to put this one on the red and this one on the mint color. But when I went to do that, it looked better swapped. So that's what I did. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you're encouraged to go do something crafty. And happy fall, y'all. And you guys make my life colorful. And I am grateful for you. And thank you for watching and subscribing and telling your friends. And remember, as soon as we get to 500, we're going to have a big giveaway. So until next time, bye for now.